What if I told you that the biggest reason most people stay broke has nothing to do with how much money they make? It's not your salary. It's not the stock market. It's not even inflation. It's the way you think about money. A janitor from Vermont who never earned more than $11 an hour died with $8 million in his bank account. Meanwhile, professional athletes who've earned tens of millions go bankrupt within a few years of retiring. Same world, same money, completely different outcomes. So, what's the difference? That's exactly what today's video is about. And trust me, once you understand these lessons, you will never look at money the same way again. Welcome back. Today, we're breaking down one of the most important books about money ever written, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Now, this isn't a book about stock tips or get rich quick schemes. It's about understanding the hidden forces behind your financial decisions, the emotions, the biases, the behaviors. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to walk through 5 powerful lessons from this book, each one packed with a real life story and a tip you can actually use today. Whether you're just starting out or you've been managing money for years, these lessons will hit home. Let's get into it. Morgan Housel opens the book with a statement that sounds almost controversial. Nobody is crazy when it comes to money. And here's what he means by that. Every financial decision you make is shaped by your unique life experiences, the time you grew up in, what your parents taught you, whether you've ever struggled to pay rent. Two people can look at the exact same financial situation and make completely opposite choices. And both of them can be making the rational decision based on what they've seen in their own lives. Think about two people in India. One grew up in a village in rural Bihar during the 1980s, where money was scarce and banks felt distant and unreliable. Their instinct? Keep cash at home. Distrust the system. Don't invest. Now compare that to a 25-year-old software engineer in Bangalore today. Grew up with smartphones, SIPs, and Zerodha on her phone. Her instinct? Invest in index funds. Let money work for you. Neither person is stupid. They're just playing the game based on the rules they learned. Practical tip. Stop judging your own financial choices through someone else's lens. Instead, ask yourself, what experiences shaped my money habits? Write them down. Awareness is the first step to change. Here's something no one likes to admit. A lot of financial success comes down to luck. Before you push back on that, hear me out. Morgan Housel uses the example of Bill Gates. Bill Gates was undeniably brilliant, but he also happened to attend one of the only high schools in the entire world in the late 1960s that had a computer, when computers were the size of rooms and cost millions of dollars. What are the odds? Almost zero. Risk is the flip side. His close friend and business partner at the time, Kent Evans, was killed in a mountaineering accident before Microsoft was even born. Same intelligence, same drive. Very different outcome. During the 2020 lockdowns, real estate in Indian Tier 2 cities like Pune and Jaipur exploded in value. But not because those investors were geniuses. They happened to buy before the pandemic. Pure timing, pure luck. Meanwhile, someone who opened a restaurant in early 2020, after years of planning, lost everything. Not because they were reckless. Risk hit them. Practical tip. Never attribute 100% of your financial success to skill, and never blame 100% of your failure on stupidity. Give credit to luck. Respect risk. This mindset keeps you humble when things go well and resilient when they don't. This is one of the most underrated lessons in the entire book, and it's one that trips up even the richest people on the planet. Building wealth requires optimism, boldness, and taking risks. But keeping wealth? That requires almost the opposite: humility, paranoia, and the constant fear that what you have could disappear. Let's talk about Vijay Mallya. At his peak, he was worth billions. He owned Kingfisher Airlines, a Formula One team, luxury yachts, properties around the world.
He was flashy. He made huge bets. And then it all collapsed. Because the same aggressive, all-in mindset that helped him build his empire made him completely blind to risk. He didn't know when to stop. He didn't know how to be defensive. In America, you see the same pattern with lottery winners. 70% of people who win the lottery are broke within 7 years. Getting the money was easy. Keeping it? That's a completely different game. If there's one concept in this entire book that could change your financial future, this is it. Here's a fact that breaks people's brains. Warren Buffett's net worth is around $100 billion. He started investing at age 10. He's now in his 90s. Here's the wild part. 97% of his wealth was earned after he turned 65. Think about that. Over 80 years of investing. And almost all of it came in the last few decades. That's compounding. Compounding doesn't reward intelligence. It doesn't reward boldness. It rewards patience and time. Imagine two cousins in India, Priya and Rohit. Priya starts a SIP of 5,000 rupees per month at age 22. She invests for 10 years, then stops. Never adds another rupee. Rohit waits until he's 32 to start. He invests the same 5,000 rupees per month, but he keeps going until he's 60. That's 28 years of contributions. Who ends up with more money? Priya does, by a significant margin, even though she invested for less time and contributed less money, because she started earlier. Time did the heavy lifting. We live in a world obsessed with showing off. Instagram reels of luxury cars, Twitter threads about crypto wins, Facebook photos from 5-star resorts. And here's the dangerous thing. We see all of that, and we start thinking, that is what rich looks like. But Morgan Housel makes a brutally honest point. Wealth is what you don't see. The person driving a Lamborghini might be deeply in debt, leasing the car, and one bad month away from financial disaster. The actual wealthy person? They're probably driving a used car, living in a modest home, and quietly letting their investments grow. Think about the stereotype of the NRI uncle, the Indian guy who moves to the US or Canada, and every time he comes back to India, he's flashing iPhones and expensive watches. Everyone assumes he's doing great. But talk to the people who actually build wealth quietly in the US. Many of them drive Toyotas, pack lunch to work, and have been maxing out their 401k for 20 years. One looks rich. The other is rich. The biggest trap modern society sets for us is spending money we don't have, to buy things we don't need, to impress people we don't even like. Most financial advice tells you to save for something specific: retirement, a house, a vacation. But Housel argues for something deeper: saving without a specific goal. Why? Because life is unpredictable. The most valuable thing savings gives you is not a future purchase. It's options. Options to walk away from a bad job. Options to take care of a sick parent. Options to say yes to an opportunity you didn't plan for. During COVID in 2020, millions of people lost their jobs overnight. The ones who had 3 to 6 months of savings could breathe, adapt, retrain. The ones who were living paycheck to paycheck had to make desperate decisions. Take any job, borrow from family, sell assets at a loss. Savings isn't just a financial buffer. It's emotional freedom. It keeps panic from making your decisions for you. All right, let's bring it all together. The psychology of money isn't about numbers. It's about behavior. And that's what makes it so powerful. because behavior is something we can actually change. Here's what we covered today. Lesson 1. No one is crazy. Your money story comes from your life experiences. Understand it. Lesson 2. Luck and risk are real. Stay humble about success. Stay resilient about failure. Lesson 3. Building wealth and keeping it are two different skills. Learn both. Lesson 4. Compounding is about time. Start early. Stay consistent. Lesson 5. True wealth is invisible. Stop performing richness. Start building it. Bonus. Save without a reason. Freedom and options are the real ROI. Your one action step for this week. Open a savings account or a SIP and put in whatever you can today. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to start. Because the best financial decision you'll ever make isn't a stock pick or a crypto trade. It's simply showing up, consistently, over time. If this video made you see money differently, even just a little, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this content. And if you're new here, welcome. We make videos every week breaking down the best money and mindset books in the world into lessons you can actually use. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment. Take care. Bye.